You have to install it right now. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my new video. It's always me, Johnny, and today we are gonna talk about the Mini 2, and I did some videos on this channel about that drone. It is there in the background, so if you haven't seen yet, just give it a look right here. Yes, and they are pretty much interesting, and they were like a fresh review of the drone. Now it got few updates, few important updates. I did one more update video on the drone. If you haven't checked, also I will leave the link right here to that too. And now DJI released a new update for this drone. It's like around 50 megabytes, so it's not like a big update, but it's always an important firmware update for the drone. So I've seen that it came out like a few days ago, so I've decided to download it and just install it on the drone. And I just did that right now because the weather here is not pretty good. I mean, here actually it is spring, but for the weather it is not spring, because I haven't seen some sunny days yet, so, and some warm days actually. So I was waiting for that to just take again the drone. I mean, not that it cannot fly in those situations, but I mean, it's freezing outside, so it is not too good for me actually. But for this update, I did an exception, and so I wanted to try it because you have to install it right now, as I said on my title of this video. It is small, like I said before, but it is very important because it adds a few features to this drone that are very important, and they are actually not mentioned to do that function. But with this update, you can actually fly the drone like you were two pilots on the drone. So one just fly the drone itself, and one just looking at the camera, and so just move around the camera, you know. For example, the Inspire 2, it's working like that because it's a big drone, but a drone like this, they are very simple to fly, so you can just fly it by yourself, and that's it. But with this new feature, you actually can just make your drone returning to home. So you just hit the button return to home, or maybe you just can click also on your smartphone to make the drone come back. And when the drone is coming back to you, you actually can move the drone around. I mean, you cannot just steer where you want it, for example, and of course you cannot just move in the opposite direction of your returning, because it will cancel the returning to home, of course. But you can move the camera as you want, and you can just spin your drone as you want. So the drone will do just the move alone to returning to home, and you can control it as you want. And this can add much potential to this drone, because you can do so many movements, and the drone itself just became more complete. So I will show you some example, and also you can set a new home point, so you can just fly between these 2 points. So this is a very, very important feature that add values to your drone, but be careful, because remember that the Mini 2 doesn't have any sensor. And so, I mean, it does have just the sensor just below the drone for the landing, but it's pretty much useless when you fly, because if you just encounter some obstacle when you're flying, and maybe when you are returning home, you're gonna crash the drone. That's very easy. And it's actually easier to crash the drone with this update, because when the drone is returning to home, before you just set the altitude of returning home, so the drone will reach that altitude and just came home just alone. Now you can just edit, and you can just modify when the drone is flying to you. So when the drone is returning to you, you can just adjust the altitude. The drone doesn't have any sensor, as I said, and so you can just easily crash into something, maybe if you cannot see the drone. So use this function wisely, and be careful to any obstacle where you are flying, and fly always in a safe zone. So now with this feature, I'm doing just some example. You can just follow, maybe if you are doing just car photography, and so you want to record some clips with your drone, and you want to follow easily your car, you just set the home point, and you can just easily track the car movement, because the drone is moving itself. So very, very easy to use, and a very, very useful feature for sure. So this was a quick video just to give you that information of this new important update. Hope you liked it. Hope it was somehow useful to you. And thank you for watching this video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.